Beautiful people of God, I come by today with a more serious message. This message is out for our youth, specifically for our youth, parents, or anyone that has custody of youth or have some type of influence of our youth. I don't like delivering these kind of messages, but I have to put this out there. My 20-year-old son was on his job, customer service, car detailing. Anyone who works in the service industry knows you're basically in the line of work where you can receive tips, right? As an appreciation for your services. Even myself, as a barber, I've received thousands of tips over the years. Thousands, okay? By the grace of God. Grateful. So grateful. Backing up to my son, though. My 20-year-old son. Minding his business. Taking care of business on his job. And the customer tipped my son with a bag of weed. A bag of dope. Not a normal cash tip. And he's made hundreds, I would say maybe in the thousands of tips in cash. But instead of handing my son a cash tip, this man hands my son a Ziploc filled with dope. And even the oil in there as well. Young folks, we're living in perilous times. Parents, I encourage you to continue talking to your children. It doesn't matter their age, because my son, he's an adult. He's over age 18. He's an adult, but he's still at home. And I thank God for the relationship my husband and I have with our children, where he felt compelled to share with us what he had experienced at work. Because he didn't have to. For the most of my son's life, he's gone to private school. Most of his life, starting from kindergarten on up. And he was only in public school, I would say, for maybe his junior and senior year. But we've gone above and beyond, to encourage, prepare, keep an open conversation about, the wickedness and the evil that plagues this earth. It's real. We are definitely in perilous times. If y'all don't believe it, believe that. Why? Can you tell me? Will this man hand my son a bag of dope? A bag of dope. My son has never been a drug dealer. My son does not even smoke weed. Okay? 20-year-old YBM, young black male, gets handed a bag of dope. For what? Now, here's the thing. If my son didn't have the promise and purpose on his life, okay, he could have been influenced by that. It was enough dope for him to either sell or get high to where he becomes an addict. It was that much dope this man handed my son. As a tip. Pay attention, people. As a tip. This was his tip. Okay? A tip of destruction. A tip of destruction. That's the evil that plagues this earth. I'm so perplexed. I'm so perplexed right now. I'm angered as a mom. This 20-year-old son of mine has been nothing but an honorable young man to both my husband and myself, to his siblings, to his nephews. Never been suspended from school. Never been in trouble in school. Absolutely never. Absolutely never. And there's so many stories I could tell y'all about this young man, but he has his dreads. He has his tattoos. So visibly, my question is that what you saw? And you assumed that my son either is interested in becoming a drug dealer or my son gets high because you saw this YBM, young black male, with tattoos or his dreads? Did you then add that up to destruction? I'm still trying to figure this out. Ultimately, I know it was the enemy. And I thank God for this young son I have, because we have 3 sons. We have a 32-year-old, 31-year-old, and our 20-year-old son is the youngest. But all 3 of them are very bright young men, leaders, not followers. And I just want to send a message to our youth. Just because something may look good, be careful. Be careful. Be careful of what the enemy is placing in your hands for your demise, for your destruction, for your downfall, okay? And this message is just not for men, okay? Women and men, young women and men, okay? My greater question is this. Do y'all think he would have handed my son a bag of dope if my son was Caucasian? Seriously. Seriously. Would that have been my son's tip? A bag of dope? There is an attack on our youth. And I'm not making this about race. There's an attack on our youth in general, no matter the color. But an even greater attack on the YBMs. Parents, continue to talk to your children. Continue to keep an open platform where they will feel comfortable to loop you in on different experiences and different things that they are, witnessing, so that y'all can have an open platform at home and discuss things, okay? And you can support them, and they can feel supported, most significantly. Because at the end of the day, if you don't do your job as a guardian or as a parent, these streets will. These streets will. I love y'all. Take care of yourselves and one another. And remember, we matter.